G'day everyone, I'm Pat from Footy Collectibles. Hope you've been well. Let's get into the video. And it is the preliminary finals week of the 2025 AFL season. There is only 3 games left this season to be played. So who will be going into the grand final? Well, let's have a look. Let's get into the games and see who will be those final 2 teams. So from 6, we are now down to 4. Adelaide Crows and the Gold Coast Suns lost the last week, unfortunately, for those fans and those teams. So let's get into the 2 games this week. So on Friday night at the MCG, we have Geelong Cats and Hawthorn. 2nd versus 8th, if you look at the final standings. So Hawthorn have done well to get this far. Unfortunately, I think the run is going to come to an end here. Geelong are, I think, the better. I believe they're the better side, and I think they will be going through this week. So my tips for this first game will be the Cats Cats to beat the Hawks. And then the second game we have Saturday at the MCG. This is in the late afternoon. Collingwood versus Brisbane, 3rd versus 4th. This also is going to be a cracking match. Now, my heart says I want Brisbane to win, but my head says Collingwood will win because home ground advantage, and I think the week off will have done them better, the better for them. So Brisbane up and down a bit this year. They have a good game. They have a pretty average game, and I think they had their pretty good game last week. Like I said, I'd love to see Brisbane go through and try and fight for a back-to-back, but I think the Pies might win this one. Unfortunately for most of Australia, including me, I would love to see Brisbane in there. So there are the 2 games. Very nice and very short. Yeah, what do you reckon? Is it going to be a Cats versus Collingwood grand final? Who knows? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, I guess that's it. That's the tips for this week. A special bonus, I guess, for this week. On Monday night is the Brownlow medal, and obviously happens every year, the week before the grand final. So before, obviously, the next tips and rips goes up, the Brownlow will have been decided. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about the Brownlow. There is a couple of, I guess, clear favourites, and then I'll give you my tip for the winner. So at the top, not surprisingly, we have Nick Dacos from Collingwood, clear favourites. Then we have Bailey Smith from from Geelong, had a pretty good year. Didn't do too well in some of those games, a little bit quiet. Then we've got Jordan Dawson's from Crows. Then we've got Noah Anderson and Matt Rao from the Gold Coast Suns. So I think Noah and Matt will take tips away from themselves. So I think, let's be honest, it's Nick Dacos. He's going to win this one I would assume, pretty easily. He's the AFL's wonder child. He can't do anything wrong. But I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go as a roughie. I'm going to pick Jordan Dawson as an outsider to win. So who knows? We'll find out next week in the last tips and rips. So there we go. My roughie for the Brownlow is Jordan Dawson, and my tips this week are Cats and Pies. All right, let's get into some pack rips because love opening some packs. Got to always finish the videos with some packs. My voice is a little bit croaky today. I apologise for that, but I am soldiering through, and hopefully we pull some nice hits from these packs, so it makes my voice a little bit better. So we've got Star Powers there, Footy Forecast, and then an Essendon in the Scanlons. All right, so another pack. We've got 5 packs of each of these. Footy Stars and Team Coach today. George Wardlaw and Broad. Oh, we got a gold at Star Powers for the Eagles. Excuse me. I will take that as an Eagles. And then we've got Elliot Yeo again in the 45 Cup Footy Forecast. So that is a nice hit for myself. I would take that every day of the week. I do not have that card. That is a nice hit. All right, pack number 3, Jordan Dawson. We've got a Star Powers Humour Cluggage and a Zach Butters. I don't think I'm going to get any luck this year and get myself one of the retro Scammons this year, unfortunately. But that's how it goes sometimes. We've got a Jesse Hogan, best and fairest for the Giants. And also a Swans Callum Mills. Last pack of Team Coach. We have Josh Rochelle, Josh Dacos. We've got Harley Reid in arguably the worst cards, the AR Footy Flex. And underneath that, last but not least, we have a Kyle Langford. So there we go, 5 packs of Team Coach. Got a decent bit of West Coast there, but unfortunately, no big hits. All right, we've got 5 packs of Footy Stars to finish on today. Let's see if we can pull ourselves any of the predictors. That would be very nice indeed. All right, first up off the bat, we have Noah Bolter. And that is just a normal Thunderbolt. Luminous. Struggling with my throat at the moment. All right, let's get to the next pack. I see something shiny there. It is a couple of shiny. Got a Breakout and a Jack Ginnivan. There we go, just in the base Luminous. I'll put those there. Next pack. Let's have a look at pack number 3. Can we get any luck from this one? Nothing so far. Footy Heads and another Luminous. All right. Not looking good for the Footy Stars. Pack number 4. Andrew got a Breakout Jordan Dawson and a Tom DeConing. And our last pack of Footy Stars today is going to finish on a Miles Bergman Thunderbolt for Port. Just a base, I guess. No stamp. So there we go. 5 packs of Footy Stars and 5 packs of Team Coach to finish on today's video. So there we go. That was Tips and Rips for this week of the preliminary finals of the 2025 season. So not much else to say, but enjoy the games if you're watching. Yeah, hopefully your team gets through. And I guess stay tuned for next week for the grand final edition of Tips and Rips, where we'll be opening up a bunch of packs. And let's see if we can tip a winner from the 2 teams that make the grand final. So thanks for watching. If you did like, give a thumbs up. Besides that, I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Cheers.